Hello.
PR Connections Radio presents. This episode of the Sunday Morning Chat Series is brought to you by Classy Communications PR and Advertising. Classy Communications provides public relations and marketing solutions for businesses, professionals, and non-profit organizations. It can deliver the true meaning of your business with press releases, social media marketing, web development, email marketing, book publishing, and much more. Wherever your potential clients are, they can help you connect with them. Visit classycommunications.net to learn more about their suite of services that can help your business stand out from the rest. Classy Communications is your solution for business success.
This is the community where there's singers, speakers, actors, athletes, writers, entertainers. You'll hear from them first, right here, right now, on the Sunday Morning Chat Series with Jesse Oakley III. And today, I have a wonderful episode for you. Now, I am amazed with so many people out there that are going to get started in their careers, and whether it be being an athlete or being an actress or being an author, each one has a wonderful story and wonderful wise words of wisdom to share with all of you, the happy people. And it gives you great pleasure to introduce none other than, get this name. Okay, remember this name from here on out. All right, now her name is Tori Foxworth, and I have the wonderful chance to get to actually interview her on the Sunday Morning Chat Series. Hey, Tori, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, and thank you for being here on the Sunday Morning Chat Series.
Absolutely.
All right, and with that being said, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, without further delay, let's chat. Now, this lady right here, Tori Foxworth, is the name that you'll hear, and she's getting started in the acting career. And how did you get your inspiration? How did you get your start in wanting to become an actor? Could you tell us and take us there?
Well, I started wanting to be an actor when I was really young because I watched a lot of Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, saw all these child actors. And I always thought I wanted to be there, but I thought I didn't see a lot of diversity. Like, I would see Black characters, but they were often like the mean ones or the sassy ones. There weren't those with like soft personalities or different kinds of personalities. It was always one character type. And so I didn't really think I could have that opportunity. But when I was in middle school, around 14 years old, I found out that there was a musical theater program near me called Lopez Studios.
Ooh.
And my mom actually signed me up for that. And I've had a great time with them.
And I'll tell you what, that is a good start and it's a good kickoff, because I can tell you right now, we need more positive images that are out there. And this is the best way to actually do that and get the start. Now, could you tell me that when you joined that studio, what has been some of the acting that you've appeared in with your beginning career?
I started off with an ensemble role. I played the guard in Aladdin, and it was a great opportunity to learn all the different stage directions, all this new stuff, learning dances. I had never danced in front of an audience before. I sung in the church choir, but that was my first time dancing and singing and acting on stage in front of people. It was incredible opportunity. I then for their summer camp, we did Mean Girls, the musical. Ooh. And I played Miss Norbury in that, which was a great opportunity to get a lot more acting lines, have a lot more dialogue. And I finished off with portraying Ursula in their production of The Little Mermaid.
All right. That's truly remarkable, getting those wonderful roles that are right there. And it goes to show you that being acting, you have to be flexible with different roles, and you're basically just holding that flexibility when it comes to playing different characters, and that is truly commendable.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, when it comes to those careers, we all face challenges that we're able to overcome. Now, when it comes to a certain challenge that you're able to overcome, what type of challenges were you able to overcome within your beginning journey of being an actor?
I think what comes to me immediately is probably comparison. When I played Ursula in The Little Mermaid, I was dual casted. So there are two people who were playing Ursula, and we alternated different days of the show. And because we rehearsed together, I could see her performance there, and she had a lot more years of training than me.
Right.
So she showed up differently, more confidently. She was really honed in her craft and a really skilled performer. Um, but I found myself being a little jealous of her and comparing myself to her. And I struggled with that for a while. It kind of dulled my confidence and it kind of made me not show up as my best self in the space. And so I just really had to take some time and think about it, talk to myself, and um, learn how to navigate my emotions a little better so that I can be aware that she's a completely different person. Every actor is a completely different actor. They're going to approach things in a completely wildly different ways. And that is the best part. Like that is the whole point. It's amazing that people came on Saturday saw a different performance than people that came on Sunday. And so seeing the positivity in that and the goodness in that was really helpful in how I overcame that challenge.
I tell you, and it's always about being your best and be the best that you can be. Now, when it comes to doing this podcast or going into public speaking, I've
Mhm.
had my early careers. I basically compare myself to other people, and there's a certain thing, there's a certain quote that says, comparison is a thief of joy. Now,
Yeah.
the thing about the comparison is it's cool to emulate, it's cool to look at people and take notes. And the thing is that you do not want to compare yourself to other people. That way, the key thing is always doing your best. And happy people, as Tori, there's one book that truly hits the nail on the head. And that book I like to recommend for everybody out there is called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And those four agreements are being impeccable with your word, never assuming. And another thing would be to, I got to figure out the third one that's right off the top of my head. But the most important one I can think of right now, an agreement is always do your best. You got
Mm.
to always do your best, whatever that you can do, whether it is acting, whether it is singing, whether it is speaking, whether it's podcasting. It's always best to always do your best. And I got to remind myself that no matter who the person is out there, they do their best. And I'm going to do my best. And before the end, I keep asking myself if I'm able to do my best. If it's a yes, that's great. If it's not, there's always room for improvement, and improvement makes you better. So remember, happy people, that book, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, is a great book that you can definitely take a look at. You know, and be impeccable with your word, ask, never assume, always do your best. And once like, if anyone out there can help me out with the fourth agreement, I really appreciate that. But again, that's a great read. Was the fourth agreement, the four agreements, I should say. Now, we talked about the challenges of
Yeah.
overcoming, and that's very important. If you're able to conquer yourself, you can conquer almost anything. Now, another question I do have for you are your best moments. What were some of the best moments you experienced in your working career?
Mm. I think it would probably have happened in when I played the debater in What the Constitution Means to Me.
Ooh,
Um, I was terrified to audition for that because I had been doing these school shows and you pay to be in the program. They choose you audition, you get your role, but you're guaranteed at least one role in the production. And so when I did What the Constitution Means to Me, it was a community theater. I had no clue if I was going to get in, if they would even want. I didn't know anything about them, anything going into it aside from that I had liked their plays before. And I was so nervous, but I just brought my absolute best self. I made sure to be on my A game. I wasn't super prepared like I will always am, like I always try to be because I had something else to do that day of the audition. But I went in there, I did what I did, and I got a role that I was very, very happy with. And I was able to put in, I feel, a lot of the deepest parts of me. Like I consider myself to be a big thinker. My mind is constantly going, and I was able to use a lot of like improv some stuff, write some stuff, add a lot of stuff to this role that I hadn't really had the opportunities to put into other roles. So it was this amazing growth opportunity, and I feel like it used everything good that I brought to the table and grew me even bigger.
whew, I tell you what, that's the key thing. doing your best and doing it with the best that you can. And I got to tell you that if you're able to do your best, then nothing can stop you, nothing can hurt you, and nothing can touch you. And Tori, that is a great example on how you can benefit from doing your best with what you have and where you can go and where you are right now. So I definitely commend you on actually doing the best with what your best moments are entail. So Tori, fantastic, fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. Now, next question I have for you. Let's go years into the future. Let's hit that fast forward button. The fast forward button, and you have this wonderful career of being an actor. You're signing autographs. You're basically getting people that are saying, Tori, Tori. And there's this young person who is in your shoes right now. They come to you and say, Tori Foxworth, you're an amazing actress, and I want to be like you. You inspire me to actually go for what I can possibly go in. With the roles that you've taken on, it's truly fantastic. And I got to let you know that you're my inspiration, and I want to be in your shoes one of these days. If someone were to come up to you and to say that, what advice would you give that up and coming actor or actress that's wanting to be in your shoes?
I think I would say if you're scared about doing something, that is exactly what you need to be doing.
I tell you what, if you're scared to do it, exactly. I don't think they heard it in the back. Could you say that one more time, please?
If you are scared about doing something, that is exactly what you should be doing.
Bam! Exclamation point. And that's another thing that she just hit right there in the head is whenever you do anything for the first time, I have 3 words for you. Expect to stink. That's right. Expect to stink. That way, if you have that stinky that's right there the first go around, you have a choice to make. 1, you could either forget it and just not try to do something else, or 2, find ways to improve from the stinkage from the first time. And if you find ways to improve from the stinkage, then guess what? Newsflash, you're already on your way to being a success, just like Tori Foxworth right here as a wonderful actor. Now, I truly have to say this. Now, this portion of the interview is called the shout out portion. And you can give a whole lot of shout out to a whole lot of people for making your journey possible. If you can give a shout out to as many people as you possibly can, who would you like to give a shout out to?
Absolutely. My parents, for all their support, especially driving me to all my classes all the time and buying all my supplies that I need for this business. And I'd like to thank my siblings for their heavy emotional support, my friends as well for all their emotional support throughout my journey. I'd like to thank my acting coach and cousin, Gail Everett Smith, who was on this series. And I feel like I'd like to thank everyone I've ever met, if that's possible, because every person I've seen, I've analyzed, or just talked to, I feel like I've gained a little bit of them, and that all goes into what I'm doing and what I bring to what I do.
Ooh, that is definitely good. And mentioned to Gail Everett Smith and happy people. I don't know if you know this or not, but Gail Everett Smith, Tori Fox, and I have one common thing in common. We're all related. We're all cousins. So in a way, if I'm interviewing a cousin here, I've interviewed Gail Everett Smith, who is a cousin, and I'm interviewing Tori Fox, who's also a cousin as well. So definitely is all in the family when it comes to this wonderful success that you do see here. So it is all there, all right here, right now, and it gives me make my heart happy to hear all those people that are there. And as for your parents, tell your mother, I said to my first cousin, your mother, say hello, hi, how's it going?
Yes.
That and your aunt as well. So definitely, amazing. It's always on the family. Now, one more question I have to ask you, and this is for my people that watch the podcast every Sunday. And I have a crew and I have a people that's called the Happy People. And every time I ask this question, they're amazed, they're enthralled, and they're inspired by the wonderful wise words of wisdom that my guests have to offer. Now, if you can offer one more wise words of wisdom to my crew, my people, the Happy People, what would it be?
You've got it. It's whatever you want to do, I feel like you've got it in you. If you want to do it, then you can do whatever it takes to do it and get it done.
again, I don't think that we have some happy people right in front, but I don't think there are happy people that are in the back. Could you explain that one more time for the folks, the happy people that are right there in the back?
You've got it. It's whatever you want to do. If you want to do it, then you already have what it takes to do it. You just got to put it in motion.
Woo! And I tell you what, that is a perfect bookend to a wonderful episode of the Sunday Morning Chat Series. On behalf of all the happy people that are out there, Tori, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to be here on the Sunday Morning Chat Series with Jessica III. Thank you, Tori.
Thank you. It's an honor.
All right, and this concludes the episode of the Sunday Morning Chat Series. For more information about PR Connections Radio, go to prconnectionsradio.com. But wait, there's more. If you want to check out other podcasts, a plethora of podcasts that are out here under the PR Connections brand, just go to YouTube and type up PR Connections, and you'll see amazing podcasts, including your podcast right here, the Sunday Morning Chat Series with Jesse Oakley III. But wait, there's also more. If you want to check out a plethora of positive people that I've interviewed many times before, you can go to YouTube again, type up Sunday Morning Chat Series, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the comment button, hype the videos, and you'll get a chance to see me interview a plethora of positive people that are making big differences in communities, from interviews from 2020, 2021, 2024, 2025, and 2026. That is right, 5 years of Sunday Morning Chat Series with Jesse Oakley III. And again, just go to YouTube, type Sunday Morning Chat Series, comment, subscribe, like, hype, do whatever you possibly can to enjoy all the people I've interviewed on this podcast. And this concludes this episode of the Sunday Morning Chat Series. Stay tuned for our next episode, which will take place Sunday at 9 p.m. Not 9 p.m. That'll be Sunday night's chat series, and I'm not ready for that. But Sunday morning chat series. Stay tuned for our next episode at Sunday 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the YouTube channel, which is the Sunday Morning Chat Series or PR Connections. On behalf of Tori and myself, this is Jessica III saying thank you for watching the Sunday Morning Chat Series, and always, always, always have a great day. Until next time, you take care of yourselves, happy people. Bye.
The Cause Marketing Chamber of Commerce brings businesses and nonprofit organizations together to create synergistic relationships that benefit the community. Join our tribe to network with community and business partners, increase sales, improve fundraising efforts, differentiate your brand, help worthy nonprofits, and more. Become a member today. Visit our website, causemarketingchamber.com, to see how we can help you grow your business or your nonprofit organization. Click on the Join Now button at causemarketingchamber.com. Help us build a world where social responsibility is the new bottom line. PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.